Hey YouTube, how's it going? So the video that I uploaded 2 हप्ता अगाडि +2 पछि कसरी अमेरिका आउने भनेमा I got a lot of good response on that, like comments देखि लिएर interaction देखि लिएर follow up देखि लिएर people were really impressed with that, and like most of you guys were looking forward to that video, like अर्को chapter जस्तै. And then like I got asked a lot of times अरु क्वेशनहरु पनि, you know, not just the visa stuff like accommodation, jobs, and then tuition and stuff like that, like मेरो YouTube comments ma, and then Gmail, LinkedIn, you name it. So every time I'll answer like you guys were questioning me. So basically in this video I'm going to be addressing about all those queries which you have. My latest video I made somewhere around like maybe August last year. I don't remember kun month, but probably it was last year, a couple of, I would say maybe 9 months ago. And then the video, it was like really good 20 minutes video. Most of it but in this video I'm going to be talking a little bit more about that, like elaborate. So like I have my list right here on my hand, so much of the list for report, so and then just stay with me until this very end, and then that should probably be able to, you know, clear all the doubts in your head. So without any further delay, let's get started. Alright, the first question I get asked a lot is मेरो visa यो दिन मा छ, I don't know how to prepare for the interview, के गर्ने. So visa ko kura ke sa, like why this university, you know, who are your sponsors, bank document, blah blah blah, everything. मैले चाहिँ 1 घण्टाको video बनाएको थिएँ last year. The video, even if you're watching this video in 2023, 2024, is still going to be applicable even in the future years. So give it a watch. The description ma links. Just give it a watch, and that should be, you know, more than enough to help you with all of your visa related queries. अर्को क्वेशन छ, US मा आफ्नो ट्युसन आफै पे गर्न सकिन्छ कि सकिन्न? The answer is no. I'll tell you why. US ma, like the only way you can earn a living is by, you know, working on campus. Like Australia, Canada, US ma you cannot work off campus. You cannot work cafe ma, gas station, Uber, you know, DoorDash, none of those stuff. Nothing works here in America. Like the only way you can earn money is working on campus. And then on campus काम गरेर you get like paid $8, $9, $10, 11, 12, 13, roughly like starts from 8, goes all the way up to 13 or 15 for the most part. त्यो पनि plus taxable हुन्छ. So honestly भन्नुपर्दा part-time काम गरेर it's just gonna be, you know, sufficient for you to be able to pay your bills, like every month ko grocery, internet, you know, rent and stuff like that. Tuition भनेको it's a big amount for most of us, at least, like you're looking at least a couple of thousands of dollars, and then the money you earn on campus, it's hardly going to be like maybe 1,000 or 2,000 a month. So एकदम ठुलो differentiate गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ त्यो दुईटा अमाउन्टमा. But many people like do pay their tuition. I'll tell you why. You get like duita intake, summer and fall, right, in the US. So basically if you come in fall, you get to work in January, but if you come in spring, you get to work in fall. So basically fall ko bida bhaneko, summer holidays bhaneko चाहिँ it's like from May, end of May to end of August, and then spring ko holidays bhaneko चाहिँ December end देखि January सम्म हुन्छ. It's more like winter holidays. So त्यो महिनामा चाहिँ people can work full time. जुन दिन चाहिँ बिदा हुन्छ, like semester off हरु जस्तै कुराहरुमा चाहिँ universities हरुमा you can work 40 hours a week. That's like full time जस्तै work हुन्छ. 40 hours a week काम गर्नु भयो भने चाहिँ you should be able to pay all of your tuition. I would say not exactly एउटा वर्ष के, but at least एउटा semester जतिको चाहिँ that shouldn't be an issue if you work full time, you know, in summer or maybe winter break. So त्यो छ, and then people can probably spend all of their money on tuition. I mean, obviously it's going to be spent everything on tuition, but if you get internship, like maybe second year or third year, but internship bada pani they're going to pay you pretty well. So internship bada pani I think you should be able to, you know, cover up your tuition. I would not say 100% for everybody, but for the most part, yes, internships do pay pretty well, like $10,000, $9,000 for 3 months of work. So it's going to be more than enough for you to pay for your tuition. Okay, third question I get asked is US visa ko total process ma कति पैसा जति लाग्ला? I would say roughly around $1,000. अब visa लाग्यो भने plane को ticket काट्न छुट्टै पैसा हुन्छ, but I would say roughly $1,000. $1,000 भनेको नेपाली 1,30,000 कति होला, but $1,000 भनेको चाहिँ equivalent. I'm talking about roughly like 1 lakh, sorry, not $1,000. And then fourth question, US मा गाडी कतिमा पाउँछ र maintenance cost हरु कति हुन्छ? So US मा के हुन्छ भने most of we Nepali students हामीहरु चाहिँ we look for cheaper cars, like all the way low from 3,000 maybe up to 10,000 or 11,000. That's what the nominal car rate looks like for used cars here in America. So maybe like 3,000, 4,000 when you get a reliable car. We just need something that's gonna work for at least like 4 years. Key problem or not dikana. So we're gonna be looking at brands like Toyota, Honda, and then Kia, stuff like that, like Japanese brands mostly. And then gas mileage are ekdam राम्रो हुन्छ and engine ma problem haru bhani transmission ma problem haru huँदैन. So people look for those cars है. So गाडी पाउने भनेको रेट त्यति नै छ. मेन्टेनेन्स कस्टहरुमा चाहिँ इट भेराइज, अब कतिको रफ चलाउनु हुन्छ एन्ड देन कस्तो बाटोमा चलाउनु हुन्छ. अब युएस मा त नेपाल जस्तो खाल्डा खाल्डो त हुँदैन, बट डिपेन्ड्स अन हाउ हार्ड यु रेप द इन्जिन एन्ड स्टफ लाइक द्याट. सो मेरो केसमा चाहिँ म नर्मल नै गाडी चलाउँछु. आई डोन्ट लाइक स्पिड अफ एनिथिङ. मैले टिकटहरु छन् पाएको छैन. सो मेन्टेनेन्स कस्टमा मेरो जान्छ अलमोस्ट $50 अ मन्थ, लाइक ओइल चेन्ज यताउति गर्दा. एन्ड देन ग्यासको बिलमा चाहिँ जान्छ, ग्यास भने पेट्रोलमा चाहिँ जान्छ मेरो 14 ग्यालन हालेको रफली $66, लेट्स से $60. सो एक महिनामा ग्यास भनेको म दुईचोटि एभ्री 2 weeks भर्छु. सो $120 फर द ग्यास एन्ड देन $100 फर द इन्स्योरेन्स एन्ड देन $50 रफली फर मिसलेनियस, लाइक गाडीको कुनै बेला हुन्छ नि त्यो सर्भिसिङ गर्नु पर्यो, ओइल चेन्ज गर्नु पर्यो, स्टफ लाइक द्याट. मलाई चाहिँ गाडीहरू एकदम डेकोरेट गर्न मन लाग्छ. सो कार होल्डर एन्ड देन आर्म रेस्ट एन्ड एभ्रिथिङ त्यो म किनेर हुन्छ त्यस्तो कुराहरू. सो म चाहिँ हल्का खर्चालु छु, बट रफली आई वुड से $300 फर मेन्टेनेन्स एन्ड देन फ्युल एन्ड एभ्रिथिङ टु किप यर कार रनिङ एभ्री मन्थ or so. So $300 should be pretty easy for that. Okay, and then युएसमा के पढ्दा ठिक होला? आई वुड से युएस आउनुहुन्छ भने स्टिक टु स्टेम भनेको साइन्स, टेक्नोलोजी, इन्जिनियरिङ एन्ड म्याथमेटिक्स. इफ योर मेजर falls under STEM, you get to work 3 years after you graduate. So OPT भनेको चाहिँ वर्क पर्मिट जस्तै भन्छ यता युएसमा. सो स्टेम मेजरले ग्रेजुएट हुनुभयो भने चाहिँ यु गेट टु वर्क 3 years आफ्टर यु ग्रेजुएट. एन्ड देन नन स्टेम मेजर लाइक स्टेम भित्रको मेजरहरू चाहिँ छैन भने यु क्यान ओन्ली वर्क 1 year आफ्टर यु ग्रेजुएट. एन्ड देन स्टेम मेजर भनेको नर्मली नेपालीहरूले यता युएसमा पढ्ने भनेको कम्प्युटर साइन्स, इन्जिनियरिङ, मेकानिकल कम्प्युटर, सिभिल, एन्ड देन बायोलोजी, इन्फर्मेसन सिस्टम्स, अकाउन्टेन्सी. सो broadly 5 of these majors. जतसुकै जानुहोस्, most of you guys will be studying that, or you might have seen guys studying that. So the people why they go with STEM is, of course, job security. STEM majors को एकदम धेरै पे हुन्छ. Like if you look at tech, a fresh graduate from CS degree would probably land a job of around like 50 grand right after they graduate, as compared to non-STEM majors. And US आउँदै हुन्छ भने चाहिँ I would not recommend going for non-STEM like BBA हरू, accountancy त you can probably study because CA हरूको रुटहरू खुल्छ. But BBA like business degree हरू पढ्ने भन्छ undergradमा, I would not recommend that किनभने BBA is kind of a vague degree to be honest अहिलेको कन्टेक्स्टमा, because everything is like computerized. People do not really value BBA degree जस्तै यता युएसमा. So don't come for BBA maybe. त्यो चाहिँ मेरो personal suggestion. Don't come for BBA. Maybe go for CIS or information systems, MIS. That's pretty good major. So तिनीहरुमा जाँदा हुन्छ. And then STEM, go for STEM, and then OPT पनि राम्रो पाउनु हुन्छ. You get 3 वर्ष काम गर्न पाइयो है. So go for STEM degrees. That's the way to go for majors. So US मा कुन intake आउँदा ठिक होला? I would say मेरो पर्सनल प्रेफरेन्स चाहिँ खासै त्यस्तो छैन, किनभने मेरो युनिभर्सिटीमा चाहिँ दुईटै समर और फल जहिले आउँदा पनि एउटा स्कलरशिप थियो. सो I came in summer and I have no regrets at all. Sorry, I came in spring and I have no regrets at all. मैले चाहिँ समर मजाले जिउन पाएँ. like 3 months बिदा थियो. I got to like come to Nepal and then like it was pretty good. म समरमा चाहिँ इन्जोय गरेँ मजाले. And then the thing is फलमा चाहिँ धेरै युनिभर्सिटीहरूले धेरै स्कलरशिप दिन्छ. So many people prefer fall over spring, but just check with the university if scholarship एउटै छ भने I don't think that's really gonna matter to anybody. अनि अर्को क्वेसन छ 10, 11, 12 को मार्क्सलाई कति अफेक्ट गर्छ इन्टरभ्यूमा? मेरो एउटामा बिग्रेको छ. से तपाईको एसएलसी or 11 or 12 मा जीपीए कम आछ भने नट टु वरी, बिकज भिसा इन्टरभ्यूहरुले चाहिँ तपाईको सीजीपीए मा फोकस गर्छ, नट लाइक इन्डिभिजुअल क्लासको ग्रेड, बट सीजीपीए लाइक ओभरअल. सो 11 र 12 को कम्बाइन्ड कति छ जीपीए त्यसमा फोकस हुन्छ. एन्ड देन अन अ जनरल रुल अफ थम्ब आई वुड से रफली अ जीपीए अफ अबभ 3.2 is really good. So give that up. 3.2 भन्दा माथि छ भने give it a shot, but the lowest you can go on GPA for US would be 2.8. 2.8 भनेको चाहिँ bare least minimum हो. So 2.8 भन्दा माथि छ भने चाहिँ give it a shot. 2.8 भन्दा कम छ भने चाहिँ I would not really recommend doing that. And then मेरो visa लागेपछि म US मा कोसँग बस्ने कता बस्ने. Okay, this is something that you guys really need to listen very closely. So for instance, you get a visa say like around the end of May, and then June ko mid June tura what you do is you talk to your university, you talk to the international admissions, you tell them like मेरो visa lage मलाई एकजना नेपाली स्टुडेन्टसँग कनेक्ट गराइदिए, I need to look for rooms and stuff like that. So most of these universities, they will definitely connect you to one of their international students जो चाहिँ नेपाली हुनुहुन्छ. नेपालसँग बोलेपछि what you do is you tell them like म आउन लागेको छु, मलाई यस्तो चाहियो, like just tell them the thing. And then if you're going to a university which has no Nepali students, say like liberal arts university or like a private or a small institution, the best way would be go to Google and then look for roommates, or maybe like look for some apps, App Store, Google Play Store. Roommates are धेरै हुन्छ, and then you can probably find somebody through that way. And then अर्को question मेरो छ, first time US आउँदा first couple of months जति स्टुडेन्टलाई कति पैसा चाहिएला? I would say bring around $1,500. मेरो केसमा I bought $1,500. I got myself chair, furniture, TV, everything. So roughly मेरो चाहिँ bed यताउति गर्दा rice cooker, like जे चाहिन्छ मलाई necessityहरू गर्दा roughly $1,000 जति भएको थियो, and then $500 जति चाहिँ मैले सेभ गरेको थिएँ. But roughly I would say 1,000 to 1,500 should be good. अब कोही मान्छेहरूले कमेन्ट गर्ला 500 ल्याउँदा पनि हुन्छ चल्ला भनेर भन्ला, but you can still like survive on 500, but I would not really recommend 500 अहिलेको कन्टेक्स्टमा, because inflation to US मा पनि things are getting expensive. So 500 मा पनि you might be able to survive, but not really recommended. And then सबभन्दा बढी पैसा ल्याउने भनेको US मा you can bring as much as $1,500 cash. त्यो चाहिँ सुटकेसबाट हालेर, त्यो पनि पासपोर्ट पछाडि स्ट्याम्प हुनुपर्छ ब्याङ्कको, कमर्सियल ब्याङ्क नेपालको, and then $1,500 छ भनेर लेख्नुपर्छ. If you don't have a stamp and if you still bring 1,500, you might be able to come into the US, but most of the time port of entry you get interrogated by the cops. So you got to be pretty careful, you got to stick to the law, and then I would say 1,500 भन्दा कम ल्याउनु, 1,500 माथि चाहिँ ल्याउन मिल्दैन US मा. अर्को क्वेसन छ, last but not the least, म US +2 पछि I'm कि bachelor's पछि. Okay, this is again a subjective thing. Yeah, let me tell you why. US मा if you come right after +2, like say +2 pass गर्नु भयो भने तपाईहरु हुनुहुन्छ 19, 20 or at the most 21. So you study for 4 years, probably like you graduate by the time you're 24, 25. So by the time you're 25, you graduate with an American degree, and that's just open up so many doors in your life. Like you can get a well-paying job, you can get a car, you can get a good apartment, stuff like that. And then bachelor's like US आउनको लागि एकदम सजिलो बन्छ as compared to masters. Masters को चाहिँ के हुन्छ भने universityहरु they require for GRE, GMAT, work experience, phenomenal bachelor results, and then like हल्का undergrad जति चाहिँ document त्यसको probably twice or thrice as much load हुन्छ masters लाई चाहिँ. So I would always say go for undergrad, come here for undergrad. 4 वर्ष हो, like you are not the only one घर छोडेर आउनको लागि. अरु पनि विद्यार्थी हुन्छन्, mostly Indians हुन्छन्, यता पाकिस्तानी, like कति धेरै nationality को हुन्छन्. So don't worry, don't stress at all. I know it's just give it a shot, आउनुस्, so that पछि गएर regret नहोस्, like म US किन आइन पछि सकिने बित्तिकै यसरी regret नहोस् like 5-10 years down the road, So give it a shot, US आउनुस् right after +2. That's what I would recommend. Alright, those were the 10 questions that I needed to talk about, and if you guys have any more questions, feel free to comment down below, or like send me an email. And then मेरो subscriber र non-subscriber को ratio is like kind of weird. Let me put something right here. Okay, and then like मेरो views हरु त आउँछ, people really like my videos, but त्यो अनुसारको subscriber हरु चाहिँ छैन. So if you guys are new to this channel, give it a subscribe माथि, and then hit the notification bell, and then that's gonna encourage me to make better videos. मलाई हल्का राम्रो पनि लाग्छ, to be honest. So hit that bell icon, and then I'm gonna see you guys probably next week or so. Bye bye.